The disaster known as Amazon's Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power is here, and it is glorious. And I don't mean the trailer, I mean the ratio on the trailer. As you can see, less than 24 hours after this trailer uploads, the downvotes are 18,000 to only 13,000 upvotes, and it's only going to get significantly worse. People are universally rejecting this piece of trash, as they should. Now, I did a reaction to this trailer here on this channel, and look, I didn't say it was the worst thing I've ever seen. I didn't even trash it that much. I simply said it looks very generic, and it looks very forgettable, but of course they're using that Lord of the Rings branding, that Lord of the Rings history to try and pull people in. But you can't do that. As I've said before, the Peter Jackson trilogy, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King, it's the greatest 3 films I've ever seen. They're not my favorite, but nothing will ever compete with the quality of those films, in my opinion. And I think a lot of people think that way as well. So when you're going to go into a world that's as respected as the world of Tolkien, you can't just push out a piece of crap that looks like, I don't know, Chronicles of Narnia. I've heard that comparison out there, and I think that really works. Not that I have anything wrong with the Chronicles of Narnia, but that's what this looks like. That's not Lord of the Rings. But they're using all of that history, all of that lore, using all of that to try to make you interested in this. But people that follow this stuff are too smart for you. They're not going to fall for it. This is going to be a massive disaster for Amazon. They have so much money, so many resources put into this, and you have lost the battle before it's even started because you tried to go after the fans. But not only that, it's all projection because you already knew that you were ruining this unbelievable history and lore. You knew you were doing it. So that's why you went on the offensive. And it's only going to get worse from here. I know, Az and Gary from Nerdrotic, Az from Hill vs. Babyface, they have been ripping this apart. And those guys, especially Gary, knows a lot more about Lord of the Rings than me. But Az knows more about it. I am I'd say, slightly above casual fan of Lord of the Rings, especially compared to someone like Gary. But even the casual Lord of the Rings people are not falling for this. Even the casual random, hey, I remember Lord of the Rings, I love those movies, I read those books. Even those people are rejecting this. This is going to be really, really bad. Now, I would show you some clips of this trailer, but they're going to claim it. They claimed my reaction because that's the type of people we're dealing with. They're going to continue to claim it just like they did for the Halo trailer. They're just going to claim it. I guess they need all the money they can get at this point. We're not going to let up. We're not going to let up because you don't deserve it. And then you have all of these activists running these fan sites, trashing fans all over social media. It's going to be really, really bad, but I'm here for it, and I know so many of you are here for it, and they deserve every single bit of criticism they are getting, and it's only going to get worse. But don't think that they're going to stop calling you an ist or an ism, because they're going to continue to do that. This is what they do. They continue to trash every single person that rejects their nonsense. They want the sexiness of the Lord of the Rings. They want that. They want that brand. They want that recognition. They want the history that comes with it, but then they don't want to respect the reason it has the history. This is social justice activism 101. They want to hijack something because they don't want to work to create their own thing, so they want to hijack something someone else has created, and then when that something is rejected by the same fans that have kept it relevant all of these years because you've changed it, you then go after the fans. This is what they do. This is what they will continue to do, and we're going to continue to call them out for it. So I'd like your opinion on this. What did you think of the Rings of Power trailer? Again, my reactions here on the channel, and it's exactly what I thought it would be. But like I said, I didn't go in too hard on it. But yeah, when you start looking at scenes like, I'll have to turn the volume down. But when you start looking at scenes like the Rey Skywalker scene, because there is a Rey Skywalker scene in it somewhere. I'll have to let it play through, and we'll see. I hope they don't claim it, even though there's no audio to it. But people are, yeah, right here. There's the Rey Skywalker scene right there. Like, really? Really? Like, they don't know how to write female characters. They don't know how to write non-white dude characters. They just don't. Because in their minds, These characters are meant to push an agenda. They're not just, they don't view non-white dudes as human beings. They just view them as political opportunities. That's it. It has to be a political opportunity behind it. We have to weaponize people's race, gender, and sexual orientation. They can't just write a good character. There's plenty of amazingly written female characters, non-white dude characters in the history of cinema. And they're celebrated because they are awesome characters, because they're written and created for the right reasons, which is to be an awesome character, which is the only motivating factor that should go behind a character, is to write it to be a good character, not write it to be a political opportunity so you can then tell everyone that they're racist or sexist because they don't like your terribly written character. But they're going to continue to do this because this is what activists do. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.